Okay, so having shown that pi is repetitive, you said now maybe this might be actually something that appears to be quite a difficult question, but maybe actually turns out to be easy. Prove the square of a repetitive number is repetitive. So what's your hypothesis now?
Well, so proving pi is repetitive, basically this argument can be used for any irrational number.
Okay.
To say that we have all irrationals are repetitive. So irrationals are repetitive. And then we can see that all rationals are repetitive because their decimal expansions either repeat, which we've already gone into, or they end and have a bunch of zeros, which means they're repetitive anyway.
Okay.
So we can say that all numbers are repetitive. So if you square any of these numbers, if you square a rational number, you get a rational number, which means it's repetitive. If you square an irrational number, you'll get an irrational number, which means it's also repetitive. So there's really, we have all of the numbers, unless, I mean, I'm assuming we're just doing real numbers.
Yeah, we're only doing real numbers. There's one little tiny hole in your argument there. With
I mean, if you square an irrational number, you don't necessarily get an irrational number.
But
what's an example?
root 2, yeah. But even if you go over here, you never get out of this box that you're in. You
Okay.
always will wind up with a repetitive number.
Right, and that's right, because what is the box that you're in, actually?
It's all real numbers.
Like, we don't
Yeah,
know
so
for imaginary
all
numbers.
real numbers are repetitive.
All real numbers are repetitive.
Actually, it's actually pretty simple
It's kind of a trick question.
once you see.
Yeah, it is kind of a trick question. That's why he thought it was a great exercise for beginning undergraduates. So what do you think makes this tricky?
Well, I mean, right off the bat, it seems like this is kind of a weird characteristic for a number to have.
Uh-huh.
But then once you look at it, you actually see that every number actually has this.
Yeah, so if I think of the real numbers as being, sort of a set, here's all the real numbers, it seems like the question is framed in a way that makes you think I'm in some subset of the real numbers.
Yeah, but you're actually you just have the real numbers.
Yeah, so I'm actually not inside of a proper subset of the real numbers. In fact, I'm in all of the real numbers. That's actually kind of a cool question.
Yeah.
But I like your approach of asking, like, a good question to ask is what kinds of numbers are repetitive? And it's easy to show, I think, that rational numbers are repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really nice that your example in the car the other day, you thought, well, let's think about pi. That's a great one to start thinking about. And it kind of unlocks the whole idea.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, good work this morning, guys.